Well, we're working on another free scooter today. So last video, we picked up a pair of free scooters from Facebook Marketplace. The seller stated that he was moving and wanted to get rid of them. So he posted them up for free, said first come, first serve, and I was the first one to get there. He said that both scooters were really boggy, really low in power when you put them away, and he said that they were best used as parts. Last video, we actually worked on the other scooter, definitely the one that was better of the pair, and we actually got that one running really well. And the seller also mentioned that one of the scooters was smoking really bad, and the scooter we just worked on was not smoking, so I'm guessing this is the worst one of the two, and this is the one that's going to be smoking. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get lucky and we can get this part scooter running today. All right, quick walk around of this thing. So you can see it was originally pink. Somebody painted it with bed liner. The key is in it, which is good. Does not turn on. Looks like the battery's disconnected. No rips in the seat. Plastics look pretty darn good. Tire is not too bad on the back. Missing the battery cover. Brakes do work. And this one only has 3,372 miles on it. And it is a genuine scooter company scooter. I'm not sure if that's a good brand or not. I'm guessing it's just a cheaper brand. We'll have to look into it a little bit. But the goal for today is going to be to get this one up, running, and driving for zero money. I'm hoping we don't have to put any parts into it, just labor. That is the goal. So let's start working on this thing. We'll get it in the garage and start tinkering with it. See what happens. Hopefully this junkyard scooter can be turned into a running scooter by the end of the video. Alright, so there is a tag on here, and it says date of manufacture is going to be 3/2009. So this is pretty old. Looks like it was made in Taiwan, and I believe this is a 49cc. So not the 125 like the other scooter we just worked on. But yeah, it looks like all the blinkers are on there, all the lights are on there. Let's see if it kicks over. I'm hoping it's not locked up. All right, let's attempt to kick it over. I have not kicked it over yet. I hope the engine's not locked up. We'll see, it's been sitting for a while. Well, that one kicks over a lot better than the other one we worked on. Definitely not locked up. It feels like it has really good compression too. So we're off to a pretty good start. All right, let's check the oil. So if it's really low in oil, I'm guessing this is the one that probably smoked. Actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean. The other one looked really clean too. So I wonder if he filled up both these scooters with oil before selling them, I guess, or giving them away. So oil checks out. Let's see if it's filled up all the way here. Yeah, filled up the perfect amount here. So maybe it wasn't smoking. We might be getting lucky here. All right, let's see what's going on underneath the seat here. If it'll open. So to open it, there's no lock on the side or anything. I think what we're gonna have to do is push the key in, and it should open up the seat. Let's see. There we go, pop open. Oh, hey, there's the mat in there. Let's see what's going on. The battery box cover, that's cool. The mat for the floor. Holy cow. We've got the Buddy 50. This is a 125 actually. Yeah, it's a Buddy 125. It says it on the seat right here. So it's a 125cc. That's crazy. So there's the original owner's manual. I think there's a toolkit in there too. Wow, look at that. Original toolkit. Well, that's pretty cool. Looks like they made that one. A couple tools in there. Definitely looks like the original bag. Some wipes. Another blinker here. A couple bulbs, some fuses. So, awesome. More than I expected was in there. And now we found out it is a 125cc, not a 49. So, this can probably come right out. See what this gas looks like. Oh, there's some in there. Let's see here. Yeah, that looks pretty old. That is really orange. So we are going to get all that out after we confirm that the pump is working. If this one has a pump, I believe it does. But yeah, that has definitely been sitting longer than the other one we worked on for sure. So gas is not looking too good. This whole thing should lift right out. There we go. This scooter and the other one are really easy to work on. Check this out. That gives you access to everything. That was way too easy. So it looks like the original carb in there. I can see a key hin on the side. So that's good news. Let's go ahead and try to get off these plastics to give us a little bit more room in here. Piece comes off the side there. Yeah, you can see the pink coming through. So that's just all painted. And it's weird, it's two different kinds of paint. This isn't bed liner, this is just black paint, and then there's bed liner all on the plastics here. But we finally got all the plastics off. So that gives us quite a bit of access here. We've got the plug here You've got the valve cover here, and then the carb there, which it looks like it has a pump, an accelerator pump down there. You've got your gas tank up here. That looks like it, let's see if it has a pump. Yep, it has a little pump there. And the gas tank coming down to the carb. So hopefully that works. Then the air box is right back here, follows this from the carb. So before we do anything else, let's check out that air box. See if there's any mice living in there. Open this guy up. I always like to check the air box before attempting to turn over this machine. Definitely if it's been sitting for a while. That one's in there. Looks like most of the screws were on the air box. Alright, what do you guys think is in here? Any mice living in here? Ooh. Actually doesn't look too bad. This whole thing comes off here. This is just clamped on there. Wow. Is that air filter just part of this whole plastic piece? Well, that's interesting. I think to change out the air filter, you have to buy this whole piece. That's just one unit. That's probably not cheap. Yeah, it's just built right into the plastic there. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen that before on a scooter. The air box is perfectly clean. Not a single piece of debris in there. So mice never got to the air box. Alright, this actually looks like a newer battery than the other one. Usually it has a date stamped into them. This one does not. Let's get a voltage reading on it, see what we're working with. Yeah. There's no way this is good. It looks like it's been sitting for well over 3 years. It's a little low. 11.65, but it's not horrible. So it might charge up. Let's see if the fuse is busted. On the other one we worked on, the fuse, I believe, was bad. Let's see about this one. We'll quick test it. That's good. We'll put a jumper pack on here. I don't think the battery will have enough voltage to crank it over. I'll charge it up for a bit. So let's let that charge up for a bit and we'll come back and hook up a jumper. Alright, while we let the battery charge, let's start checking for spark here. Take this boot off and just quick check the wire. Or is that built-in one? I think it might be built in. Might not screw off here. I don't think it does. Alright, that plug is way in there. It's right down in here. Let's see if we can get that out. Alright. Can we even fit a socket in there? Oh yeah. Coming. Let's see. There we go. Ooh, she's pretty black. Not a bunch of carbon on there though. But it was definitely getting fuel. Yeah, it smells like gas. I wonder if that means we don't have spark. Yeah, a lot of gas on that plug. Let's see what we get. Alright. Let's hook up a jumper pack. and we'll check for spark. Negative. Positive. Get 12 volts going to it. And we'll check for spark. Hopefully the starter works here, the electric start. Turn this on, crank it over, see what we get. Thought I saw a spark there. Let's zoom in. Alright, here we go. Crank her over again. Oh yeah, really good spark. Look at that. Great spark. Alright, that is awesome. Starter's cranking over good. Spins really fast. Sounds really healthy. So good spark. Starter's working. Electric start's working. Let's go up and see if all the lights are working. So key is in the on position. Let's see if anything lights up here. Blinkers. That's working. See if the blinkers are working here. Yep. Rear one. Oh yeah, that's working too. Alright. Left side, or right side. That one's working. That one's working. Gauge is working. Alright. Horn. Horn's working. Alright, this is kill, I believe. Kill switch. Hazards. Cool. Those are all working. Wow. Okay. That's looks like the fuel gauge is working. Headlight. Yeah, that probably only works when you have the machine on. The lights down here are working. And then the tail light, I believe, let's see if it's working with the brake light. Yep, check that out. So all the lights are working great. Cool. So everything checks out. So we know we have good spark. Let's check compression next. All right, get this plug out. And on a scooter, especially a 125cc, this is a 4-stroke, you want easily over 100 psi. It probably won't run with 90. All right, try to fish our gauge in here. It's kind of a tricky one to get to. Let's see, where are ya? I think it's going in. There. All right, hopefully we have good compression. And that gives us some hope to get this thing running today. If we have low compression, we probably should check the valves first. But it definitely could be the rings from sitting as well. Kicking it over, it felt like it had well over 100, but you never know. So here we go, turn it on. Throttle wide open, and we can crank her. See what happens here. That is amazing compression. 185 psi. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty high. Wow. Let's do it one more time. That seems really high for a scooter. That's insane. All right, throttle open. Almost 190 that time. Oh. That is really high compression. So definitely no lack of compression on this scooter. So we are really getting lucky here. I cannot believe it has that good a compression. That's with no oil down the cylinder at all. I don't think I've ever seen a scooter with compression that high. All right, let's move on. We're gonna quick check the valves. So that means the valve cover has to come off here. looks like 1, 2, 3, only 4 bolts holding that on. Just a hose here you have to take off. All right, this line has come off. It's just a breather hose. It's on there pretty tight though. All right, we'll let that dangle. Alright, all the bolts are off. Let's see if that cover can come off now. A couple tabs here. Can that not come off? This top piece is kind of getting stuck here. That breather hose, that's definitely not wanting to come. There we go. There it came. That was a extremely tight fit, but we got it out. All right, let's see. Everything looks pretty good. Lobes look good. Cam chain feels pretty good. Not super loose. So we're going to check the timing and the valve clearance. So I can feel play in the exhaust valve here. So that's a good sign. That means that one's probably not tight at all. But we're going to get this thing to top dead center and check the valve clearance and the timing. So you get this thing to top dead center, there's actually a little window right back here that comes out. It's a little rubber piece. So let's pry that guy out of here like that. Just a little plug. And then we can take off the cover here. Alright, so now we're looking for a T. I'm going to put a wrench in here, turn the engine over until we see a mark on the flywheel through the window. And I believe it's a T with a line. We'll see. There's something there. There's a T and a line. Zoom in a little bit further. Right there. There's the T and the line. You guys get the point. So we are at top dead center. We want to make sure we're on the compression stroke. So if there's play in here, that means we're on the compression stroke. No play in there. No play in there. So we have to rotate the engine one more time around until we're at top dead center again. So back to here, and we're going to rotate it over until we see the T again. We were just on the wrong stroke. It's coming, right? Right there. Now we should have clearance here. Yep. Here you can hear it clicking. You can definitely hear that one clicking. See that? So good clearance on both valves. We're going to look at the specs, but let's quick check the timing. All right, checking timing, just to confirm that the piston's at the top of the cylinder here. I can see the top of the piston through the spark plug hole. Now we can go over to the cam chain sprocket, and yep, timing is spot on. See, there's a line there, and a line there parallel with the surface of the head, and then the dot is straight up and down on the sprocket. So timing looks perfect. And again, the cam chain is nice and tight, not extremely loose, can't skip time. So that checks out as well. So let's get the valve specs for this thing and adjust these valves. All right, so it looks like both the intake and the exhaust are supposed to be set to 3/1000 of an inch. So we're right at 3/1000 on our feeler gauge. Let's see if that slides right in here. Oh yeah, that is perfect. See, it just grabs. That one's perfect. Yeah, perfect. See, it's just grabbing. So valves on this thing are set perfectly. So no issue with the valves at all. We can get that cover back on. Timing looks spot on. We are getting extremely lucky with this thing. We're back on here. Hopefully we can. This was really tricky to get on. Or off, I should say. That was way easier to get on. Let's start working on this carb. So first thing we're gonna do is try to get to the fuel line and see if that pump is working. Get this one out of the way, just a breather. It looks like the fuel line is coming in through right here. Let's see if we can get that off. There's a clamp on there, kind of hard to get to. There, clamp is off. Get that fuel line off of here. There we go. So we put the plug back in. This works on a vacuum line. Let's see. Oh, we should probably put a battery in it. Go on. Pumping pretty darn good. So we're looking for a nice steady flow. Yeah, it's definitely pumping enough. Every time we crank, it pumps. So fuel pump is working. Look how gross that gas looks though. So we can now take off the carb. All right, now let's try to get this carb off. So there's just one clamp here. Then one clamp here. And the carb should pull out of here. Let's see. It's a little stiff. There we go. There's definitely gas in there. And you've got your throttle cable. Then your choke is right here as well. Let's see if we can get that choke cable disconnected. Wire. Looks like it leads to 2 yellow wires. Get that pulled through. All right. Loosen this up. This should pull through. Hopefully. Looks like it's probably the same carb as what was on the other scooter. Alright, I think we're free. Let's see if the accelerator pump was working. So right there, should be squirting gas out. It's definitely not squirting. So that accelerator pump could be bad. Slides going up and down. That's good. The carb doesn't look too bad. There's the original Keyhin logo on there. So let's take a look at that and see what's going on. Something must be going on with the carb. The old gas coming out of it. Almost looks like a crack in the carb here. But I think that's just the casting line. Ooh, is that some gross looking gas coming out? It's leaking all over the place. So we know that the accelerator pump was not working. We're gonna have to check that out. Yeah, that's nasty in there. That's really nasty in there. Well, that would be the reason why this thing didn't run, for sure. Bunch of gunk in there. Bunch of gunk underneath there. Yeah, these jets are probably all clogged. Let's see. It's squirting out of there. It should be squirting out of the jet here. See, it's squirting back into the carb. Shouldn't be doing that. So I'm guessing this jet right here is probably clogged. Is this needle stuck too? Nope. Pin looks good. See what the float feels like. No gas inside the float. Might just be foam in there. And then the needle actually looks pretty good. The seat in there. Ooh, yeah, there's some gunk inside the seat. You guys can see that or not. But yeah, pretty gunked up. And the pilot and the main are completely clogged here. I can already tell. They're really bad. So this might have been sitting for more than 3 years. Yeah. Emulsion tube holes. All clogged. Look at that main jet. Completely clogged in there. Hooked up. Alright, pilot coming out. This is most definitely clogged. Takes a lot of gunk to clog up a main jet. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is heavily clogged. Man, oh man. So it looks like we're running a 38 pilot. You can kind of see it on the side there. But extremely clogged up. So pilot and main jet were clogged. Yeah, there's no way this thing would have ran. Wasn't getting any gas. And the hole here is for the accelerator pump. Let's see if we can spray something through that. So it should be coming out of here when we spray. Let's see what we get. Yep, see it spraying out of there? So that's clear, so that wasn't the problem. Let's move on to the diaphragm next. Check that out. I believe on the other scooter we had an issue with the diaphragm, and that's why it didn't run. So let's see if the same issue is with this one. Take a peek, spring is in there. It's looking good. Let's see, when you have the spring in, does the needle stay down? Yep. All right, the spring looks good. Get this needle out. So that's what that looks like. Little needle holder. And then the diaphragm. Make sure there's no rips or tears in the diaphragm. Yeah, it looks pretty darn good. That off. And then you can get this little plate off of here. And this whole choke pops off, so that's the plate that holds that on. And we can test this choke later to see if that's working. That looks pretty decent in there. Alright, well, everything's looking pretty decent. That's pretty much the whole carb, not much to them. We are going to let this soak in the ultrasonic cleaner. But before we do that, let's quick check the diaphragm, because something's going on with this. It was not working. We know that the passageways are free, so I'm guessing this little jet right here is clogged. I'm going to find out right now. There should be a little spring in the diaphragm in here. Could just be a bad diaphragm as well. No, it doesn't look like it. That's pretty clogged in there. Lots of gunk. Spring. Looks good. Diaphragm. Yeah, that's still rubbery. That looks good. So it must have been that jet right in here. No, that wasn't clogged either. And hopefully that fixes our problem. I think the main problem with the carb was the clogged up main and pilot jet. Those were completely clogged. So there's no way this thing would have ran ever with it like that. So let's get this going in the ultrasonic cleaner. Should probably take about 30 minutes. Should be good as new. All right, carb going in. Bowl going in. There's the before. We'll show the after. And then we've got our jets going in. These need to be cleaned off pretty good. So we're gonna let this probably sit for 30 to 40 minutes. All right, carb is out of the ultrasonic cleaner. Cleaned up pretty darn good. Carb looks brand new. Looks really, really nice. All the jets are cleared out. Looking good. So we can piece this one back together, and then we're going to test out the accelerator pump, make sure that works before reinstalling the carb. All right, we're bench testing the accelerator pump here. So looking right here, we're watching for gas to spray. We put some gas on the carb, so we should be good. Oh yeah, look at that. Spraying good now. So accelerator pump is now working. All right, working on the electric choke here. So what we're gonna do is put positive and negative power going to the two ends of the wire here. You can see there's a plug-in with two ends. So positive goes to one, negative to the other. On this one, they're both yellow. So we're just going to guess at which one is positive and negative and hope for the best. I don't see any markings on here that are negative or positive, so I don't really think it matters. But what we're looking for is for this little plunger to push out this way. Right now, it's sucked up in there as far as it goes. It means that the choke is fully on in this position. So in resting position, choke is fully on. So when you start up the machine, you want this plunger to go and block off that passageway for the gas. And it blocks off that gas flow and turns the choke off. So as you run the machine, this will slowly come out and turn the choke off. If it doesn't come out, it will never turn the choke off and you're gonna have a boggy machine. So we're hoping that that works. We're gonna hook up one end to positive, one to negative, and we'll see if that pushes out that plunger. So here we go. This is what it looks like. So it should come up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Turn this to 12 volts. And we're going to be careful not to hit the negative in here. Alright, hold that right there. And we'll watch. See what happens. This should start slowly going out. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's working. It's slow, but it's definitely pushing out. I'll wait a little bit longer here. Usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure it fully extends, and then we should be good to go. I think that's as far as it's going to go. So as you can see, now there's a gap in between there. Before you couldn't see that it was lower in there, like that. So that's definitely working. So that's shutting off that fuel supply for the choke and turning off that choke. All right, before we install the carb, let's siphon out all the old gas. That looks good. Gas line going on. Alright, that's on. Alright, get our plug back in here. Get that tightened up. There we go. Well, we didn't find too much wrong with it. Really only the carb that was really gunked up. So the main jet, pilot jet was really clogged. Looks like the choke mechanism was working, so wasn't a problem there. We have great spark, very consistent blue spark. Great compression at like 190 PSI. Valves look good, timing chain looked good, and the timing looked great. So everything checked out. So there's really no reason this thing shouldn't fire up. We've got fresh fuel, the pump is working, so let's go ahead and see if this thing fires up for the first time, and probably, it's gotta be over 3 years. Well, that was fast. That started up really fast. I wonder if it's because we had gas in the carb already from doing the test with the accelerator pump. Wow, does that sound good. Right off the bat, it fired up. That's a good sign. Let's see if it revs out. The seller stated it was boggy, which I'm guessing was the carb. I think it needs that air filter put back on. Without it, it bogs pretty good. Let's see if it stops bogging with the air box back on. The air filter off of it. Let's see if we add the air filter, if it goes away here. Okay. So that goes on there, just like that. This has to be completely sealed to work. Hopefully that gets rid of the bog. Here we go. Yup, needed that air box on there. That definitely helped the bogging issue. Now it revs out completely. Waiting for it to smoke. I don't see anything yet. No smoke yet. This thing revs out awesome. No smoke at all. So I don't know what the seller was talking about. Idling perfectly. Man, it sounds good. Yeah, that's revving out awesome. Doesn't bog at all. We'll have to see when it's under load, but so far so good. Everything's working the way it should. Still no smoke. Engine sounds awesome. No ticking, no rattling, no knocking. See if the headlights working. Headlights working great. Man. Doesn't get much better than that. We are getting really lucky with this one. I thought for sure this thing would not run today. But we are 2 for 2 now on the free scooters. So I think what we're gonna do is put all the plastics back on and take it for a little test drive. Everything has to go back together here. All right, let's see if this battery charged up. It's over here. Hook up our positive first here. Seed. So this can go on. Then we got this rubber piece that goes on here. All right, this thing is back together. Looking pretty good. Not a bad looking scooter for free. All right, so let's see if that battery has enough juice to crank it over. Still no smoke. All right, let's see if it moves here. Pretty quick. Almost ate it right there. So first ride went perfectly. This thing is extremely quick. This is a lot quicker than the other one, actually. So I'd say this one's almost better than the other one. It runs great. Like, it is peppy for a scooter. It's crazy how fast these things go. But yeah, this thing's running perfectly. All the lights work, starts right up. So not a single issue with it after the fix. And this is probably the easiest fix I've had in a long time. Simple carb clean. Fix this one right up. So the seller said these were best to use as parts, this one and the other scooter I have, and I think he was just avoiding the work. Yeah, these are not part scooters. These are actually pretty decent machines. So we were able to save both this scooter and my other scooter for $0 in parts, which is pretty crazy. Not a single issue with either one besides some simple fixes. So these turned out to be a great deal. I'm gonna quick look on Facebook and see what these are going for. I think these are pretty cheap. I'm guessing, you know, in running condition, $400 to $500. So looking at Facebook, remember this one used to be painted pink. So I'm guessing it probably looks similar to this one here. And this one's going for $995. Here's a Buddy Buddy 125 going for $1,800. There's no way, that's crazy. One for $2,000. That's a 2012. It's a little bit newer. Yeah, here's one. That's similar to what it is. So right around $1,000 for that Buddy Buddy 125. That's crazy. And we got this thing for free. So yeah, that was a pretty good deal. Let's go check out the other one. See what that one's going for. All right, so here is the other scooter we got for free. Let's check out the price on this one. So here's one for $1,250 here. That's pretty similar. Here's an Agility 125. So that one's probably a little bit less expensive than the Buddy Buddy. So right around probably like $800 to $1,000 for the Agility, and right around $1,000 for the Buddy Buddy. So between the two of them, pretty close to $2,000 worth of scooters for free. That's not bad at all. So I think the Agility 125, got about 6 hours into it with filming, of course. With the editing process, it's probably like 9, but I'm not gonna count that. And then with the Buddy Buddy 125, I think I've got about 5 hours into that one with the filming process. So 5 plus 6 is 11. And what do most, shops charge? Probably like $150, right in that range. So we're gonna do 11 hours times 150, $1,650 in labor costs to get these two running. Well, we got another scooter.
Well, I'm not riding it.
Why not?
Well, I I think my coordination level's up to par.
Yeah. You remember this one?
Yeah, I remember it very well. Yeah.
So this is the one we just got fixed up today.
This one's cooler.
You like this one?
I like the look of it better.
This one's a lot faster too.
It's a lot girlier though.
Yeah, it used to be pink actually.
Oh, really?
They
Where
painted
do you
it.
see that? You see
Down here there was pink.
Oh.
And they painted it with bed liner. So it used to be really girly.
Yeah.
But white's pretty.
Pretty girly too.
Yeah. But yeah, this one starts right up now. Check it out. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, purrs like a kitten.
Yeah. So you're not gonna ride it?
Hell no. Oh, sorry. Heck no.
Yeah. Yeah, but both these are finished up, good to go. Vinny's trying to get in the door here.
It's gonna be all wet.
He's probably going around.
Yep.
But we are going to open up some stuff you guys sent.
Yep. Let me get my seat.
And we got a bunch of stuff from the post office, but we have a couple updates for you guys.
You want me to remind you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there he is again. Okay. Let's see if one of them has it. Yeah, this person has it perfect. So instead of putting the address of the post office, just put 2 Vintage or Joe and P.O. Box 32, Watoma, Wisconsin 54982-0032.
That's all you need.
Yep.
Because they've been sending things back to Amazon.
So this is perfect how this person did that.
So if you guys sent something and you got a notification saying it's sent back, you must have had the address,
Yeah, they told me one time when I went in there that might happen. So if you send it to this address that we just listed, it'll be perfect and Joe will get it for sure.
I think they sent a lot of stuff back, so.
Who knows?
Hopefully they didn't.
He's very appreciative of all the stuff that you send, so.
Yeah. So let's get going. Let's see what we got.
Let's get going. Let's see, what did we get this? Oh, this is really cool. Is there a note with this one?
Yeah, I think there was. It's on the back of the book.
Oh,
Right
here it
there.
is. This is really cool. Packed with useful and humorous observations about motorcycle maintenance, this is also a deep and touching story of a philosophical journey. I hope you will enjoy reading it as much as I enjoy watching your videos. From Tim Loft.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's really cool.
I'll have to read
book.
that.
Really
Yeah, that's
cool
a really
book.
nice book. I'll give that a read. Thanks. Is it Tim?
Tim, yep.
Yeah, thanks, Tim. Oh, also, it's Jade's birthday this week.
Yep.
Leave her a nice message below.
Yep. 32 years old. There's Vinny again.
Almost 40.
Yeah, almost
8 more
40.
years.
8 more years. This is from Doug Kojak again.
Oh.
He always gives you lots of cool stuff.
Oh, some spark plug boots. Awesome.
That's so nice of you. Very nice.
Doug sends a lot of
Yes,
stuff.
he
Thank you,
does.
Doug.
That's
I really
very
appreciate it
generous
all.
Very generous of you. Ooh, that's cold. It's cold here in Wisconsin today. This
that?
is from BRQ2.
Doug again.
Oh,
Wow.
fixing machines can be easier. HIPAA.
Oh, this is like a screwdriver kit with all the fancy attachments and stuff. That's really nice. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow. Let's see, is there something on here that says anything?
Thanks
Oh,
from
Doug
Doug again.
It's
Doug
from
again.
To Vintage
That's really
Motorcycle
cool.
Shop, motorbiker
Custom
repairs
made.
and services. and
Oh, that's
service.
going in the new shop for
That's
sure.
really cool. This is from D Sharp.
What do we got in here?
Let's see if there's a note. Shall I read it?
Sure.
Joe, love your channel. Watching you fix all these machines is great therapy for my personal fix-it addiction, and my wife thanks you immensely. I've noticed you struggle sometimes trying to hold the camera and get a good shot of the spark on a plug or reading on a compression gauge at the same time as cranking the engine. So I'm sending you this clip setup I use around my shop to help free your hands up. I usually make them out of old battery charger alligator clips, but these were what I had laying around at the time. Hope they help and keep up the good work. Thanks, Dane in Arkansas.
Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll be nice.
Cool.
The double clip.
Wow,
That's pretty
that's
cool.
cool.
That's smart. So one can be to clip on the machine, the other end goes to
really
the spark plug.
thoughtful. Very
Yeah, thank you.
thoughtful.
We'll have to give that a shot in
Yeah.
the next video.
This says, not for cleaning your teeth, ears, or nose from the Great Horned Owl. You've gotten a lot from him too.
Yeah, wow.
Not for personal hygiene use from Great Horned Owl.
Are you sure? Oh, some brushes. And then you've got a carb jet cleaner kit. Awesome. Oh yeah, these are nice. I always use these. These little picks. I use these every video. Thank you. My other set was getting kind of rough, so that will be very nice to have.
Okay, this is from Dwight Barrett. Did you get that?
Yep. Oh, lots of stuff.
Is there a little note? Joe, thank you for sharing your knowledge. I enjoy your channel and look forward to future episodes, Dwight.
What do you got there? Oh, spark plug thread kit is what that is. That's great. So that repairs the threads when they're stripped out in your head. Wow, I don't have that. That's really a smart gift.
Cool.
And then that is for cleaning jets in a carburetor. I always use those. Same thing with those. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta find the message though. I don't think there is a message.
Is that from Doug again?
It's from the Amazon FSD1.
FST1. I think that
Oh,
was...
it is from Doug again. Yep. See it. I see it on. Yep. It's
Wow.
from Doug again. Well,
Because I was thinking he sent spark plug
you're
boots
very,
before.
very
Oh,
generous.
more
Oh my
clips.
goodness
Awesome.
sakes.
We use these every video. Spark plug wires and more boots. Awesome. Those are really handy to have.
Very nice. That's
Excited for
very
those.
thoughtful. Okey-dokey.
What do we have here?
Another subscriber suggested that you get a smoke leak detector, so I'm following his suggestion and sending you one. I enjoy watching your channel from Tom Tomaszek.
Oh, that's cool.
Should I don't have
We'll have to open that up.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what that looks like. We'll have to test that out. A couple hoses come in there. Wow, that'll be fun to test. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, this is,
All right, I think last one. All right, what'd we get?
let's see. There's a little card. Joe, I watch your channel and really enjoy it. While watching you remove fuel lines and other noses, I thought you might get some use out of these hose grip pliers I use. Lynn. That's very nice.
I don't have those yet. That's a great gift. Thank you very much. We'll put those to great use.
That's really cool.
That's really nice. Thank you very much.
You guys are so nice and generous to him. That's very thoughtful.
Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, wow.
And remember, it's Jade's birthday.
Yep.
Wish Minty Jade happy birthday.
Yeah,
Anything else to add?
I don't think so. Tomorrow's your, did you already tell him tomorrow's your?
No, tomorrow's a big day. We've got a pretty cool video coming up, so stay tuned for tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was possibly another auction find.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a crazy one. So.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I spent all my money though, so
It's all gone.
yeah, it's all gone. It's
But hopefully it brings some cool stuff for your channel.
yeah, there's one bike that's really, really, really old.
Yeah,
and
there's a couple really, really old looking.
yeah,
things.
there's a couple really cool things.
Yeah.
Couple good deals, couple not so good deals, but
On your stuff or
yeah, my
Okay,
stuff.
because I think mine were pretty good deals. But
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool when we both can find stuff we're into at the.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
hard
never
to.
know where do I look. Do I look at you? Do I look at the camera? I never know where to look. But yeah, it's cool when we both can find stuff we like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
So stay tuned for next video. It should be a pretty good one.
yeah.
And hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, fixing up
for
the two
everything.
scooters. Yeah, thanks for everything and
Is this the end?
happy birthday.
Am I in?
Happy birthday on the 23rd.
Yeah. Am I the last thing?
Yep, you are.
Oh.
Wanna do
wow,
it?
What a special treat for me.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for
subscribing.
subscribing.
Until next time, we are out.